Imagine a small island nation, battered by winds and waves, rising to rule over a quarter of the world's land and population. This is the story of the British Empire, an unprecedented force that spanned continents, shaped economies, and left an indelible mark on humanity. From humble trading posts to vast dominions, Britain didn't just conquer. It engineered a global system that redefined power, trade, and culture. But how did a rainy archipelago become the empire on which the sun never sets? Let's journey through history to uncover the strategies, innovations, and sheer audacity that built it, and explore the profound changes it wrought on the world forever. Our story begins in the late 16th century, during the reign of Queen Elizabeth I. England was a second-tier power, overshadowed by Spain and Portugal, who had already carved up the New World. But Elizabeth had vision. She sponsored daring explorers like Sir Francis Drake and Sir Walter Raleigh, who ventured into uncharted waters, not just for glory, but for profit. Drake's circumnavigation of the globe in 1577 to 1580 brought back treasures and tales that ignited English ambition. The turning point came in 1588 with the defeat of the Spanish Armada. A fleet of 130 Spanish ships intent on invading England was scattered by storms and English fire ships. This victory wasn't just military, it shattered Spain's monopoly on the seas. Suddenly, England could dream big. By the early 1600s, England established its first permanent colony in Jamestown, Virginia. Tobacco plantations boomed, fueled by indentured servants and, tragically, enslaved Africans. The dark underbelly of empire building. Meanwhile, the East India Company, chartered in 1600, set its sights on Asia. What started as a trading venture in spices and silks evolved into territorial control. Through cunning diplomacy, alliances with local rulers, and brute force, the company gained footholds in India, outmaneuvering Dutch and French rivals. The 17th and 18th centuries saw explosive growth. In North America, 13 colonies flourished under loose British oversight, exporting raw materials like timber and fur, while importing manufactured goods. This mercantilist system, where colonies existed to enrich the mother country, was the empire's economic engine. But tensions simmered. The 7 Years' War, 1756 to 1763, pitted Britain against France globally, from the plains of India to the forests of Canada. Britain's victory, sealed by triumphs like the Battle of Plassey in 1757, where Robert Clive's forces defeated a much larger Indian army, secured dominance in India, and expelled France from North America. Yet, victory came at a cost. To pay war debts, Britain taxed its American colonies. "No taxation without representation," they cried. The American Revolution, 1775 to 1783, was a humiliating loss, birthing the United States. But Britain pivoted masterfully. Losing America freed resources for Asia and Africa. The empire refocused on India, where the East India Company ruled like a sovereign state, amassing wealth through opium trade with China and cotton exports. Enter the Industrial Revolution in the late 18th century, the secret weapon that supercharged Britain's empire. Factories in Manchester and Birmingham churned out textiles, iron, and steam engines at unprecedented speeds. Coal from Wales, iron from Scotland, Britain's islands were a treasure trove of resources. Innovations like James Watt's steam engine and Richard Arkwright's water frame transformed production. Suddenly, Britain could outproduce the world. This industrial might demanded markets and raw materials. Colonies provided both: cotton from India and Egypt, rubber from Malaya, gold from South Africa. The Royal Navy, the world's most powerful fleet, protected trade routes and enforced Britain's will. With ironclad ships and rifled guns, no rival could challenge them. The Opium Wars, 1839 to 1842 and 1856 to 1860, against China exemplified this. Britain forced open Chinese ports for trade, including the addictive opium, leading to Hong Kong's cession. Empire wasn't just conquest, it was economic dominance disguised as free trade. By the 19th century, under Queen Victoria, the empire reached its zenith. The scramble for Africa in the 1880s saw Britain claim vast swaths, from Egypt's Suez Canal, a vital shortcut to India, to the Cape Colony in South Africa. Cecil Rhodes dreamed of a British Africa from Cape to Cairo, building railroads and mines that extracted diamonds and gold. In Australia and New Zealand, settler colonies boomed, displacing indigenous peoples through land grabs and conflicts. What made Britain's empire unique? It wasn't sheer brutality, though there was plenty. Think the Amritsar massacre or the Boer Wars concentration camps. It was adaptability. Britain used indirect rule in places like Nigeria, governing through local leaders to minimize costs. Missionaries spread Christianity and education, while administrators imposed British law and bureaucracy. The English language became a global lingua franca. Railways connected distant lands, and parliamentary systems took root in colonies. But empires aren't built on goodwill. Slavery propped up the early empire. Millions of Africans forcibly transported to Caribbean plantations, generating sugar wealth that funded industrialization. Even after abolition in 1833, exploitation continued through indentured labor from India and China. Famines in Ireland, 1845 to 1852, and India, 1876 to 1878, killed millions, exacerbated by British policies prioritizing exports over relief. Rebellions like the Indian Mutiny of 1857 were crushed, leading to direct crown rule. The empire enriched Britain, but at immense human cost. Cultures erased, resources plundered, inequalities sown. World War I, 1914 to 1918, showcased the empire's strength. Troops from India, Australia, and Africa fought for Britain, tipping the scales against Germany. But cracks appeared. The war drained resources, and nationalist movements stirred. World War II, 1939 to 1945, accelerated decline. Japan's conquests in Asia exposed vulnerabilities, while America's rise shifted global power. Post-war, Britain was bankrupt and exhausted. Independence movements triumphed. India in 1947, Ghana in 1957, and waves more through the 1960s. By 1997, with Hong Kong's handover, the sun had set. Yet, the British Empire's legacy endures. It spread democracy, legal systems, and infrastructure that underpin nations today. English is the world's business language. Cricket and tea are global obsessions. But it also left scars, partitioned countries like India, Pakistan, economic disparities, and cultural erasure. The empire changed the world forever, forging connections, igniting conflicts, and reshaping identities. As we reflect, remember, history isn't just facts, it's the foundation of our present. What lessons can we draw for tomorrow? If this dive into history fascinated you, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more untold stories. Share your thoughts in the comments. What aspect of the British Empire surprises you most? Thanks for watching.